Good afternoon. My name is Jen Peterzak, and today I have the opportunity to speak with you about the value of feedback and how to incorporate it into the performance review or appraisal process. These types of conversations can contribute greatly to the engagement and performance of the employee, but they also have an overwhelmingly positive impact on the organization's performance. So let's start with talking through the value in providing employees performance feedback. Evaluations offer a platform for open communication to discuss employee coaching and development, as well as goal setting for the future. Additionally, these discussions can improve the relationship between employee and manager, as well as making the employee feel that the company values them and is invested in their future. All of this supporting employee engagement. In fact, ProClinic conducted a study regarding performance evaluations, and the findings were overwhelmingly in favor of performance review and feedback. Engagement was considerably lower in those who never or less frequently received feedback. Providing an employee feedback can add great value. However, it is critical the appropriate time and effort is given preparing the information and the evaluation. So let's talk a little bit about how to start preparing for evaluations. Gather all relevant metrics associated with the employee goals when available. Provide the employee the opportunity to complete a self-evaluation. Your company or organization may have a standard form, but if they don't, it would be in your best interest to create a standard document for your team to use. Once that information is complete and provided to you, review the information and look for accomplishments that you weren't aware of or where their view of their performance may differ from yours. Additionally, ask your employee to share the names of individuals that they work with on a consistent basis. Reach out to those individuals as well as any others you know that may have critical and constructive feedback regarding the employee's performance. Review any notes in file or documentation you have regarding the employee's performance during the performance cycle. And once you've gathered all of the information, metrics associated with goals, employee feedback, feedback from the stakeholders and key relationships, you now have the information you need to complete the evaluation. Begin by organizing the information gathered and align it to the goals outlined in the performance management form. Provide 2 to 3 points that summarize the employee's performance for the entire performance period, whether that's quarterly, twice a year, or annually. And focus on telling a story with your feedback. Did the employees accomplish what was expected? Were there areas they went above and beyond? And are there any consistent themes? But most importantly, it's avoid common rating errors. Let's look briefly at a few of these pitfalls. It's critical to evaluate the employee against their goals, never against other employees or even yourself. Evaluate the employee's performance across the entire year or performance cycle, again, whether that's quarterly, twice a year, or annually, and against all of their goals, not just one good or bad example. Rate the employee against their assigned goals and nothing else. Don't take tenure into consideration or how much you may or may not like them. And be honest and rate them appropriately, even if the conversation may be difficult. And now we're moving to presenting the information. Be generous with praise, and when necessary, candid feedback should be provided regarding any identified shortfalls. Acknowledge it can be difficult to provide candid feedback, but remember, withholding the information is not seen as an act of kindness. In reality, it removes the employee's ability to make performance improvements. Schedule a one-on-one in-person meeting. Avoid public locations such as restaurants or cafeterias. This type of location may actually stifle the conversation. Provide a copy of the performance evaluation. Be clear in examples that highlight performance, both strengths and opportunities. Be open and sincere while being patient. As much as it is difficult to provide the feedback, we need to acknowledge it's harder to actually receive the feedback. And lastly, thank the employee for their contributions. So we've talked about the benefits of feedback, how incorporating it into performance evaluations is beneficial, and how to prepare and present that information. It is my hope you are feeling better prepared and ready to complete employee evaluations during your organization's next review cycle.